resilient people are prosperous people. Paul says, I went through all this stuff. I was in weariness and in painfulness and watchings often and hunger and thirst and fastings often and cold and nakedness. We got a problem if our outfit ain't matching. And then you got some folk, they get up planning to look like a kaleidoscope. They ain't got no intention on matching. They just put on whatever. They got polka dots and stripes. They got paisley print. And they got all kind of crazy stuff. I mean, horizontal and vertical lines going together. They just out there. Mixed max shoes. There's all kind of stuff going on. 5 different colors of hair. I mean, just stuff just everywhere. Nothing moving them. Then it's the saints. You done spent an hour getting ready for a service and ain't prayed for 5 minutes. Well, how you know I ain't praying? They're religious folk. And you no resilience, can't recover from that. You still hurting from a hurt that you got 10 years ago. They can't even mention the name of the folk around you because it just stir up my spirit. What? He says, besides all those things, verse 28, that are without, that which cometh upon me daily, the care of all churches. Paul was committed to his assignment. He prospered in planting all those New Testament churches, writing 2/3 of the New Testament. He finished his course with joy. We know he had a global ministry. He spent his latter years on house arrest because he had a demon of pride, like most apostles do it, except for this one. Let me clear my throat. Something going on my little neck right there. But he finished his course. He finished his assignment. And he says, look, I done been beaten 39 stripes, multiple occasions by my own people. I done been in danger around false brethren. I've been on ministry assignments with my brethren, but in danger. I done been stoned and left for dead. I mean, he got stoned in Acts 14. They took him outside the city of Iconium, and I'm convinced that is when he was caught up. And God gave him that revelation in 2 Corinthians chapter 12. And interestingly, it says that, and the brethren, the disciples gathered around him, and God raised him up. It didn't even say they prayed for him. They gathered around him. You sometimes need people in your life who understand your commission and your commitment to advance the kingdom, and they ain't going to judge you because you done got stoned. They just going to gather around you, brother. They going to believe God, and God can raise you up. And I'm telling you, this is what helps to substantiate barrier breakers and believers who are going to progress in life. Sometimes we around people, they don't want nothing but materialism. They want to magnify their ministry with money, magnify their ministry with a bunch of conferences, how many people you can get to show up, and all that. Nothing wrong with that. We do that, but that can't be the sum of who you are. When you take all that stuff out of existence, what do you have? Who are you? Does the deep care for all churches? Because a lot of this stuff, it's just an offering catching platform. We're going to have these meetings and do this stuff, and we're going to get you in here, bunch of religion, no anointing, no glory, no power. I don't care how you sing about it. Ain't nobody changing. And now we got all these spiritual groupies that'll jump on a plane, wait for the next meeting, wait for the next gig, and then here they go. And then trace their life and see how faithful they are in their own church. What's your giving record in your own church? How much you done sold in your own ministry? Resilience. Whatever you go through. And interestingly, you can tell when you ain't resilient, and as a believer, especially if you ordained and got a call on your life. The moment you take a hit in life, your commission to your local assembly suffers the most. Because you're not, and as a result, it's going to be difficult to prosper in that local body because hell will always use that to exploit you. That's why folk can talk that apostolic stuff. They ain't apostolic. They ain't apostolic. They apostate. I don't care how you caught that Bible in Hebrew, sneeze it in Greek. Ain't no real grit in you. You quit. You'll break down, change your whole orientation, start preaching something else, lower your standards, let creeps creep in, do all kinds of stuff just to keep a gathering. Stay true to it. Rivers, you've been consistent for 15 years of building that house of prayer. You have not quit on God when you were in lean times, when folk was flying out of here and when folk were flocking in here. You have been consistent. You have not changed. God honors that because at the end of the day, that's who we are. We are a house of prayer for all people. If we don't do nothing else, brother, we're going to pray. We might not have the lights, the camera, the action. I could care less. As long as I know that heaven is pleased and that God is smiling on us with the rigors of my marriage, family, raising my kids, dealing with attacks in silence, not saying anything. Ain't no prophet pick you up. Ain't nobody pick you up in the spirit yet you picking up evil and wickedness. You can't even pick your own leader up in the spirit and pray for your own leader. Pastor, I don't know what's going on with you and prophetess, but I just want to know that you know I'm praying for you. I mean, we be things that need to be done. And when you have a mindset to prosper, you make it your business to become resilient in God.